My cousin Clay and I have hunted together since we were kids. Growing up, it seemed like every other weekend we were going out and chasing gobblers. Over the past several years, we hadn't got to hunt as much as we used to just because of everyday life and work schedule changes between the two of us. This year was a little different though. Our schedules finally lined up and we were able to squeeze in a spring morning that seemed like it was going to be a good one.
I'm thinking he's way out there on the upper. Gobbling on off flat. We're hoping we ain't busted him this morning. We're thinking he's over the backside. He's only gobbled once for us this morning. So we're gonna sit tight, maybe soft call a little bit, see if we can get him fired up. We're hoping he's a gobbler by himself. We'll see. There you are. Was it? He's probably gonna come right down my gun barrel. I will. Ethan, I see you. Soft call a little bit.
Well, what we thought was a longbeard ended up being a Jake that morning. We thought it was a hen. After going back and looking at the video, we noticed it had a little sprig of a beard. So had a Jake come in, no long beard at that sit. So we decided to back out, reposition, get our heads together, and go after one of those other long beards that we had heard gobbling further up in the hill that morning.
It looks pretty up in there. It looks pretty up in there.
Like you get up there, it's turkey head. Nothing but a damn cedar. Nothing but cedar. I'm gonna stop down here at the base and hit that crocodile.
Okay.
Hope for the best if we don't hear that one going with it.
Yeah. Like you said, they could be on that back side. What do you think?
Well, we've had to readjust this morning. We got set up on top. Had some hens with him. Wouldn't cooperate. We've put some miles on the old hoofs today. But we've come up to where I know there's a bunch of turkey live. We're just hoping that maybe one branch off and get fired up in a little bit. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I believe it'll turn out pretty good myself. Come on. I'm telling you, it wouldn't surprise me if one would reappear in that fairly close. Boom, baby. Boom, baby.
His head's up, his head's up. Get on.
Come on. Took 3.5 inches to get him, but he's down. Look at that. He's a big one. That's a fired up bird right there. What'd he come from? 200 or 300 yards?
Across the whole,
Across
the whole hollow.
I told you he quit gobbling when they do that.
He's purring on that slate. He got silent.
He's a pretty bird, that's for sure. Time we got? Well, I ain't got my phone. We've been at it since daylight this morning. Been set up on what? 2 different birds already? Told Ethan, I said, man, we need to get up there. I said, I know there's turkey up there. We made the trudge. We put in the miles, walked a long ways up to the top. Set up, soft called. He went silent. I told Ethan, I said, when they do that, I said, something's going on. Next thing we knew, man, he gobbles and he ain't 15 yards over the hill.
He can run.
Yeah. They can't resist that big avian X, son. He's fixing to take care of that Jake if I wouldn't have took care of him. He's got a good beard on him. Scott County Tom went down again this morning.
All right, boys, look here. We're best friends when it gets this time of year, ain't
Oh yeah.
we? We keep him packed up in a closet for about 8 months out of the year, but man, this time of year we get close to him, don't we?
I believe I split his chest, didn't I?
He's probably got a few. God, you did.
Oh,
Look here, hold from here.
he's got to get out of the range.
He still looks good.
Yeah. Oh, there'll be many more come in on him.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about it. Had a heck of a morning, didn't we?
Oh man, we got up here this morning early. What, about 5:30?
Yeah.
And there wasn't much going on. I mean, we figured for sure we'd have heard a bunch more birds, but I mean, we heard probably what, 3 or 4 different birds.
Yeah, and it was chilly this morning.
It was a little bit cold.
Truck showed 39, so.
We got up here and set it down on the my papaw's lower end of his property, and got set up on one. And he gobbled what, once or twice maybe.
Yeah, and where we first started, just locating him, we didn't hear but one gobbler, and he was a mile away, and he was fired up, but he wasn't in a spot really where we could hunt him. And we eased on out and finally got another bird to gobble just one time. And got set up. And
we really got a little bit too close to them, but they kind of caught us off guard and
had hens.
Yeah, and I told Ethan from times in the past from me and my dad hunting. I mean, and my dad and his cousin and Ethan's dad, they've been doing it for years. I mean, they know all the pros and cons about turkey hunting for sure. And years past, we've just come up here on the upper end of my papaw's property and just set up, soft call, because we know there's turkey in this area. And this gobbler was, what is that?
Oh God, I'd hate to guess. 600 yards.
600 yards
across this holler. I mean, it's crazy.
And I hit that call. We got up here, and I heard him gobble once, and I hit the slate at him a couple of times, purring, real loud cut. He answered 2 or 3 times, and then went silent. And we was really just sitting here waiting on one to gobble.
Yeah.
And
I was literally going to ask you, after I got done calling, if I hadn't heard nothing, I was going to say, how long do you want to sit here?
yeah,
But me and Clay have had this happen before in the past.
Yeah.
You just got to, you can't give
you
up.
got to
on
stay with
them.
it.
You got to just sit, because these turkeys this time of year, you don't know
They're
what
hard
they're
to kill,
you
man.
don't know what they're going to do. And we just sat and called and took our time. You know, we sat and talked about life and enjoyed the morning, and good Lord blessed us.
He did, blessed us again.
He sent us one. I mean, he walked 10 yards right by us.
Yeah, I mean, the camera didn't show actually how close he actually was to
No,
us.
'cause
I mean, he was what, 7, 8 yards from us.
Yeah, and we heard him come running up this ridge, and Clay said, "Get ready, Ethan." And I mean, he was so close, I couldn't move the camera over to where we first seen him. But
Man,
I
as
had to
soon as
let
he
him get
seen
out a
that,
little
man,
bit.
as soon as he seen that Jake, it's he blowed up.
Yeah.
And then you can see the shot in the camera, man. I floored him. I don't understand.
We were celebrating, and
Yeah.
then I told Clay,
Most of
I
the
said,
time-
his head's up.
Most of the time, I'll get up and sprint to him, but I hit that turkey so hard, I was like, he's going down. As soon as I got up, man, he took off, and I think it may have been the footage too. I threw a Hail Mary shot up.
It's a little crazy me running down that hill trying to chase after him, because that gobbler got on his feet and took off a running.
But I made sure that last shell in that Remington, I made sure it's right on that head when I shot him down in the holler, and it was all
bloodbath down there after
yeah,
that.
it was all over with.
Oh, well, good job, bud.
Yeah.
That's one of the best turkey hunts I can say that I've ever had. I mean, it's so much better when you got to get up here and work for these birds instead of just roosting them or getting right in their bedroom and shooting them, you know, first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
it's a lot more rewarding when you get out and you actually have to work for them.
Yeah,
So.
and enjoying it with your cousin, and these guys have started a good thing. I mean, I love being involved in video and turkey hunts and stuff, because I mean, you can look back on it years from now. When my kids are our age and your kids are our age. I mean, they're gonna be like,
when we're old men and can barely walk.
they're gonna be like, man.
You guys knew how to do it.
Yeah. Let's get him to the side by side.
Let's do it. Let's get him checked in and out of here.
All right.
Well, after the ups and the downs of the morning, Clay and I were finally able to get our hands on a big longbeard. As you can see, it was an eventful morning. Didn't know if Clay was going to get it after those shots, but turns out he was able to get his hands on him and we were able to lock it down. Felt good to finally wrap up another hunt with Clay and get out of there with another longbeard from our old stomping grounds.
See that? That's what you call living the high life right there.